The reason we put together Connections Online is I was really thinking about those days when, when there was really a lot of productivity in a company where things just went wrong and people really pulled together and got things done, and it was just amazing what they could do. What I wanted to do is put together something that would create that kind of productivity and that kind of teamwork, but without the crisis. In today's environment, it's really interesting. I think people know that their company may not survive and that they want to step up and they really want to help. So when I walk in and work with a team, they're really eager to learn, they're eager to come together as a team, they're eager to be successful.
Some of the things that Connections allowed us to accomplish, obviously, was the BHAG. And our BHAG, Big Hairy Audacious Goal, was to double the size of the credit union in assets in 5 years. And to do that, especially in light of the last 18 to 24 months with what went on in the economy, is really a testament to the fact that we had the Connections software installed and we were utilizing it to its fullest capacity.
With the Connections process over the past couple of years, we implemented it beginning in 2008, and 3 years later, we've grown our asset size. I believe we started at about 600 million in assets, and we're now over 900 million, close to 950 million. And what's significant about that is in the past years before using Connections, the numbers were going down, and with Connections, we've been able to move the numbers up.
I think one of the major impacts that we've seen is that we have stayed aligned. We've aligned our departments, our teams within a changing world.
I think it's great because all the employees, they do feel connected, which is a good word for that. They feel involved. They know what the organization is doing. They can go online, they can look for it, and so they just feel a part of it.
Connections gives you a way to take the plan that you have in your planning binder and to kind of bring it to life. It gives you a way to sustain that plan over a period of time. And it also gives you a way to prioritize things so you're not trying to do everything at once. But then I think the power of Connections really comes through the human element. And the human element is when people start talking to each other about what they're doing, about the problems that they're having, the successes that they're having. They get recognized for their achievement. They feel like the company's growing. They feel like they're growing. And it's really the dialogues that bring people together. And I think the dialogues are a very unique feature about Connections.
The dialogues and the human element, big deal. I think it's based on information flow. Not only do we see the information coming down, which is important, but more so we see the individual able to see their innovations, their suggestions as actual processes.
As a senior team, we have our regular weekly meetings, but when we have our monthly dialogue meeting, it really gives us an opportunity to talk about the projects that we're all working on collectively. It makes us focus on those projects, and it helps us to prioritize what we want to get done.
Initially, our meetings, before we used to call them one-on-one meetings, but the manager controlled that meeting. The manager did all the talking. Now we've kind of reversed that role and the employee does the talking. The employee comes in with the agenda.
It's a two-way communication, so people are able to see what's going on at the higher level and also understand what impact that they have at their individual level.
And that process of the dialogue, making the communication wide open, wow, what a transformation of the culture.
Connections really links a lot of things together. It takes your culture, your strategy, your scorecard, your projects, and people, all the things that you need to manage as a leader, and then it creates a human element through dialogues at the individual level, the project level, the metric level, the department level, and also the organizational level. And what it does is it connects all of that together into one system. Transparency becomes very open. People know what's going on, people can see what's going on, and it really makes a big difference in the company.
You know, if you're debating at all whether this is, like worth your time or worth your effort, duh.
It's a great tool, it's a great process in order to implement within the organization.
And the organization is a living, breathing body of people, systems, and processes working together. And an OD practitioner's role is to ensure that these elements work together effectively and efficiently. Connections does that.
Look at what the organization accomplished, not what I accomplished. The staff did it. I mean, we did something like 85 projects in 5 years. And I'm not talking about little, easy projects. I'm talking about vendor conversions and new products and new services and building branches. And I mean, it was a cornucopia of projects.
The beauty of Connections is it's fairly easy to learn.
And it does make you feel you're empowered and that your opinions do count.
So I think Connections is the proper name for the tool, and it's a good tool to use.
There's a lot of additional information that we could provide. If you'd like to see an online demonstration of the software, if you'd like some personal consultation on how this might fit in your company or with your team, or if you'd just like some articles to begin to seed some ideas, we'd be happy to provide them for you. Just register on this site, and we look forward to talking further.